So that's round 2 of the summer series done. Was all the preparation worth it? Let's find out. Hello, so yes, this is round 2 of the summer series. Now in the last video I had problems with the body, I had problems with the chassis, I just had problems. But how have we got on this one? So if you remember in one of my previous videos I did say about the preparation and making sure your car was right for the next race. So I did that. The Sunday night I thought, right, let's get it all set up, got it on the pit stands, got it on the setup boards, everything. Let's get this tuned up. And I did. Got everything set up, camber, ride height, toe, droop. Didn't do the droop the first time. I've set it all up. Brilliant. So, race number 1, round 1. Let's see how we did. I came in 3rd place. I did 14 laps. 10.98 was my quickest lap. Now, what I will say is when I started, or when I put the battery in the car to get it all ready and get it all up to race spec and race speed, ready to put on the ground, turned it on, wheels were like that. Wheels were perfectly aligned. Turned it on, went like that. Brilliant. What's gone on with that? The night before, it was absolutely fine. So anyway, tried to do the dual rates, literally went that way, didn't come back, didn't straighten up. Thought, don't know what's going on here, all a bit bizarre. So I said, do you know what, let's just put it on the track, let's get some laps in. So did a couple of laps. It was horrendous. I was just fighting the thing all the way around. Pinball, good grief. Started up a new relationship with the barrier. It was ridiculous. Anyway, one of the young lads whipped the car off the track. You need to adjust your servo horn. Okay, bit strange. It didn't need it the other night. It was all fine. Let's not bother. Let's just get it on the track, get some laps in. So anyway, batted it around the track. 14 laps, not great. 3rd place. Again, it's what it is what it is. Anyway, finished the race. Took it off the track. Did my marshalling duties. Back to the pits. Turned it all on. Wheels were like that. Perfectly straight. It's very weird. Tried the dual rates one way, wheels went that way. Tried it the other way, wheels went that way. I have no idea. Not a clue. But we were back. The wheels were straight. So we're back. So, round 2. 2nd place this time. 2nd place. Again, somebody sort of dropped out, but it's still 2nd place. And I'm having it. But with 24 laps. 24 laps. Now I'm pleased with this. I put 10 on the previous. It was going straight. Still need a little bit of tweaking, but it felt better. And a lap time of 8.89. Now, bearing in mind, it was a different track. So the time was relative to the track layout. Fine, I thought, 24 laps. I'll take this. Felt a lot better. Felt a lot better. And what I've started to do, and again, this is thanks to the guys that are in the club for this, is after every race, clean the tyres with brake fluid, reapply the tyre additive, and obviously take it off as the race before yours starts. So I did that all night and it worked. It worked for me. Now, bearing in mind as well, I'd turned all the dual rates down. I'd turned the EXPs down. I'd decreased the EXP for the steering. So I didn't have as much steering. That worked for me. So I thought, we're on here, we're good, we're golden, we're off. So, round 3. 3rd place. Okay, I'm only going out of 3, but I came in 3rd place. Good, that's fine. 24 laps again. And bizarrely, 8.89 the time again. But it just felt better. It felt like it should. And I wasn't bothered about pushing it. I was more bothered about making it around the track, doing a clean lap around the track, making sure I didn't hit the barriers. Yes, I still hit the barriers a few times. Yes, I was still trying to get out of everybody's way, but I wasn't that far off the leading cars. So I was sort of maybe 5, 6 laps behind them, which for me is brilliant because I'm getting used to it driving around the track and not hitting everything all the time. So we are good. But enough chat. We know that this is the bit that you're waiting for. Let's see how the final developed. Let's go. Right, so here we are. This is the B final. We've got Michael with the white car, Andy in the pink, and yours truly bringing up the rear in the orange car. And we're away. Okay, let's see how we get on here. So you can see them two are pulling away, just holding me own. But if you look, it's just not handling right. Now, do you remember at the beginning of the video, and I said to you that the servo was being a bit of a pain, and it wasn't centering, and it was keeping the wheels off alignment. Well, I noticed that just before the final, when I was testing the servo out, and I was sort of giving the wheels a bit of a wiggle and turning it one way and releasing the wheel on the radio, the wheels weren't centering. So you turn your wheels to the right, you let go of the steering, you let go of the wheel on the handset, and the wheels wouldn't return to the natural position. Do it the opposite direction, and again, wouldn't return. So I had a word with Andy, and we've concluded that it's possibly the servo that has given up the ghost. So yeah, needless to say, I've done a bit of shopping. But anyway, let's get back to this race. So obviously you can see that the guys they're overtaking me, but I'm just sort of fighting with the car. But in fairness to myself, considering that servo's being a bit of a pain and not playing ball, I'm not actually doing too bad. I'm finding, apart from that bit, I'm finding the lines quite well. I'm like I say, I'm just trying to find a way of being able to drive the car because it's almost like it's got a bit of a mind of its own with that servo, which is a bit annoying because it was driving really well. Bit of a boo-boo there by Andy. First time I'll ever lap him, but there we go. He'll get me back, don't you worry. Here he comes. So yeah, so it's been driving really well. And I kind of got to grips with the track, and I kind of got my eye in, and I could sort of see where the racing line was better than the week before. And it was just going really nice. It's just this pigging servo that's sort of spoiling the party. You know, some of them lines through them corners I was pretty pleased with. You know, that lap was probably one of my better laps that I've done most of the night. So here's Michael coming up behind, so I'll just move over. There you go, Michael. Through he goes. I'm saying it was going really well, and it was just the servo that's causing me all sorts of problems. You know, and it just sort of flicks you offline, and it was getting quite annoying. I'm not going to lie, but we're still going. We're still going. We're trying to drive our own race. This is where we try and take out fish here. I'll slow down in a minute. Try and take him out. Make a boo-boo myself and just drive straight into the barrier. But to be honest with you, I've not driven into the barriers quite as much as I did the week before. So there's a bonus. Here they come. Get out their way. So I think if I can get the servo sorted out, and it's going to be a new servo, it's got to be a new servo. There's no way that I can improve with this one. It's well and truly had it. But I think if I can get it sorted out, and I can get into a bit of a rhythm with it, because the actual setup of the car, like I said, felt really good, and it was going round well, and I think we'll be good. And there we go. There's the finish. So there we go. There's the B final done and dusted. Now, before we get into the results, the eagle-eyed of you will notice my current surroundings are not, in fact, under the stairs RC. I'm currently away with work. Here's a little clue as to where I might be. That's enough of that. What were the results? Would you believe it? I came third. And would you also believe 24 laps again? Now, this is with the Duff servo. So imagine what I can do if the servo is working correctly and it's all aligned correctly. Who knows? I might even be challenging. All right, that's a bit of a push too far, but who knows? I could well be. Maybe it is the electronics that are letting the car down. But anyway, 24 laps, 8 point, don't know. But let's go with 8.89, which has been the same for every other lap. And to be quite honest with you, I am pretty chuffed with it, even though, again, it still wasn't running great. Which brings me on to the next bit. I've done some buying. Now I've ordered a Surpass Hobby Rocket ESC, a 100 amp ESC nonetheless. I've also ordered a Rocket V3 21.5 turn motor to go with said ESC. I've also ordered a Power HD R12S steering servo, which has hopefully going to rectify the steering issues. Again, you buy cheap, you buy twice. And in fairness, I did, because I never intended to race, but because it was the only servo that I had, I thought I'll bang it in, see how we go on. It's clearly not up to spec. So hopefully by the next race, that stuff will be in my possession. It will be in the car. I will take a picture before it races so you know that it's all in. And hopefully we will try and improve again on the placing. However, I think that will wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Again, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, even give me a subscribe if you fancy. But thanks for watching again, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one. Bye for now.